Sikorsky CH-53K King Stallion is the largest single main rotor helicopter in the US military arsenal. Although King Stallion is very much worthy of its name, with a total projected expenditure of $31 billion for 200 helicopters, it is extremely costly. Adjusted for inflation, the cost per helicopter in 2024 is estimated to be approximately $100 million. Research and development expenses, which made up about a quarter of the program's overall costs as of 2013, have played a significant role in driving up the price. However, let us remind you that the Marine Corps F-35B, the vertical takeoff and landing variant of the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter, costs $109 million per unit. Since the first two had been delivered 9th of February 1948, helicopters in the Marine Corps had come a long way. In 1962, the Marine Corps already had 341 helicopters of all types. Since the USMC is an incredibly versatile fighting force, the helicopters they require need to be able to suit different conditions. Some helicopters need to be able to hold their own in the thick of battle, and some need to be able to airdrop troops and equipment or evacuate them from dangerous situations on rescue missions. The Sikorsky CH-53K King Stallion is the latest addition. But what makes this helicopter the king? In 1960, the United States Marine Corps began to seek a replacement for their HR-2S piston-powered helicopters. In March 1962, the United States Navy's Bureau of Naval Weapons, acting on behalf of the Marines, issued a request for a heavy helicopter experimental. The specifications dedicated a load capability of 8,000 pounds with an operational radius of 100 nautical miles at a speed of 150 knots. In September 1962, Sikorsky was awarded a $9,965,000 contract for the production of a pair of YCH-53A prototypes, as well as a mock-up and a ground test airframe. On the 19th of November 1964, the type was formally introduced to the general public. Around this time, it received the military designation and name CH-53A Sea Stallion. It began its operational career in 1966 and has seen considerable use in war zones. It was first used in the Vietnam War, often recovering downed aircraft and evacuating personnel. The CH-35D served alongside the CH-53A through the latter portion of the US's presence in Vietnam. Both types played a critical role at the end of the conflict, performing evacuations of personnel during Operation Frequent Wind. For 4 decades, Sikorsky's CH-53E Super Stallion ruled the American sky as the nation's largest and most powerful helicopter. But as all war heroes do, it got old. The CH-53K King Stallion is a general redesign of the CH-35E to perform as an optimized vertical, heavy-lift, sea-based, long-range solution for the naval force. The CH-53K King Stallion advances Sikorsky's 50 years of manufacturing and operational success with its CH-53A, CH-53DG, and CH-53E predecessors. Built to thrive on the modern battlefield, including shipboard operations, the CH-53K aircraft is designed to be intelligent, reliable, low maintenance, and survivable in the most austere and remote forward operating bases. The CH-53K uses General Electric T408 engines, rated at 7,500 shp each, and able to fly 20 knots faster than its CH-53E predecessor. It will feature a new digital glass cockpit with fly-by-wire controls and haptic feedback (HUMS), and a new elastomeric hub system. The pilots can execute heavy lift missions more effectively and safely in day or night and all weather thanks to its modern glass cockpit. The most notable attribute of the King Stallion is its ability to maintain increased performance margins in a degraded aeronautical environment. For example, at higher altitudes, hotter climates, and carrying up to 27,000 pounds out of 110 nautical miles, whereas the CH-53E would be limited to a 9,628-pound external load in the same environment. In addition to meeting IOC criteria, the CH-53K successfully completed a thorough initial operational test and evaluation period that resulted in over 3,000 mishap-free hours flown in various challenging environments and terrain. The CH-53K is to surpass the capability of its predecessor by carrying nearly 30% more than the CH-53E's external payload of 27,000 pounds over the same radius of 110 nautical miles. The CH-53K's payload reaches a maximum of 35,000 pounds. Its engine produces 57% more horsepower with 63% fewer parts than the CH-53E. The CH-53K will also include an improved external cargo handling system, survivability enhancements, and improvements to extend service life. On May 5, 2014, it was announced that it would be called King Stallion. The heavy-lift helicopter made its international debut and showcased its maneuverability and advanced fly-by-wire technology during demonstration flights at the 2018 ILA Berlin Air Show in Berlin, Germany. On the 22nd of April 2022, it was declared to have passed initial operational capability. Sikorsky delivered the first CH-53 King Stallion helicopter to the US Marine Corps. The aircraft is the first of an expected 200 helicopters for the Marine Corps' fleet. Marines will conduct a logistics assessment on the maintenance, sustainment, and overall aviation logistics support of the King Stallion. This concludes our episode that provides a glimpse into the King Stallion. So what do you think about this fascinating aircraft? What other pieces of military hardware would you like us to cover in our future episodes? Also, if you were lucky enough to see this aircraft up close, or better yet, fly one, please comment. Remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell to stay updated with our latest content. And while you're here, why not check out another one of our exciting videos? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.